Hi, I'm Gregg from RVHaulers, and today I'd like to show you the ugliest RV hauler I've ever shown you in one of my update videos. My shop foreman and I were thinking this morning, boy, this guy isn't exactly a piece of art, but boy, he's going to turn into one. You may recognize this RV hauler named Storm. What we're doing here is we're preparing him for a full body paint. Storm is going to be paint matched to our customers' DRV suites that they're having custom built for them, and we're going to be changing this paint color to match it, to match the fifth wheel that this unit will be towing. And you can see we've been doing a lot of preparation work. We've taken off as much as we can when it comes to some of the lights and even some of the internal body pieces that are in here. We've taken them all off. You can see the original color of this truck was a silver metallic, but we're gonna make him road legal to get him to the paint shop. But we've been working at all the little chips. We've got some sanding left to do on all of them. We'll be putting a little bit of primer in some locations where the sanding has been very aggressive, filling in some holes where the fender mirrors, the tripod fender mirrors, used to be. We've got some door repairs that we're doing. And here at the back of Storm, we will be sandblasting and putting a heavy commercial industrial paint on that rear section to keep the corrosion down over time. It's completely hidden, but we still do that. And let me show you another part of Storm that will be getting some attention. This is Storm's bed that's going to be going on the back of him. Storage boxes, ladder. You'll see we've done quite a bit of the advanced wiring underneath. This bed will be getting sandblasted and painted to match Storm's new color scheme. While we're here looking at Storm, I want to show you the cab alignment problem that is really quite prevalent on these Volvos. It is very, very common to see the cabs on these Volvos over time sway a little bit to the right. If you look at the airbags on the cab, do you see how it's got a tilt to it? The reason for that is, you can imagine these trucks are riding on the highway and there's always a crown to the road like this. These trucks are always riding crooked. What happens is these cabs always have a force to the right while they're driving. Back on the driver's side here, I'm going to show you that the cabs rest on two bushings, the front of the cab. So the cab sits, if you look, this that comes up from the frame here, that arm, that gray arm that you see, the cab sits on a rubber bushing inside here. So it's almost like this whole cab rocks or is hinged up front. And this rubber bushing that's right in there will get a little worn on one side, or sometimes even the cab just migrates to the right. Another part of this whole cab alignment issue is this arm. It goes from here across and it hinges inside this rubber piece. And the way to test this is, if you undo this arm, take that bolt out, you want to see if this twists and this arm goes back vertical. That tells you that this rubber is still in good shape. It's not worn. If it is worn, you'll want to replace it. If you look real careful, look at how, do you see how it's a little bit buckled right there? It shows you there's some torque on that right now. So there's a few things we're going to do. First of all, you take that arm out and confirm that that is still a strong feature of the cab alignment. We also loosen the mount bushings on the right and the left in the front of the cab, the ones that are underneath here. Even the brackets that go down onto the frame, you loosen those bolts as well. It's not enough just to do the bolts up top. And we will, once we have all of that loose, you pull the sleeper with a winch or something back to the left and get these back vertical, tighten everything back up, and see if the cab rides straight again. It is possible that you sometimes also have to disassemble that rubber bushing that's hidden in behind there, take it right out and put new ones in. They're not really expensive, but it's a bit of labor to dig down into those. We're going to do the cab alignment, we're going to get all that done before we paint. The other reason for that is once we get him all aligned, we will be replacing these airbags and shocks. And these are often horribly difficult to get out. These bolts will get exposed to rust and whatnot over time. Many times we have to actually cut them out. And this section of the back of the sleeper is going to be painted. So I don't want to be torching or doing anything back here that might scratch paint or compromise the paint job. So we'll align it, replace the airbags and shocks, and then we're going to be heading to paint. Hopefully everything looks good for my customers. If you see anything that's out of sorts or have any questions, please contact me. Let me know if you'd like to see anything different. And of course, to my YouTube videos, thanks for watching. I do appreciate the occasional thumbs up that you give me here in YouTube. And if you have any questions, please use those comments down below, and I'm happy to answer those as soon as I can. I'm Gregg from RVHaulers, and thanks for watching.